Bring you to this developing story. Teens under fire in South Florida. 3 teenagers recovering after gunfire rings out in 2 separate incidents in South Florida. We begin with the investigation out of Miami, where we're told one of the victims recovering is a 16-year-old.
Local 10's Laren Livingston has been working this story for us. He's live now with a search for that gunman. Laren?
We stopped by that apartment complex and take a look at this. This is a piece of bullet fragment that we found outside on the ground. Neighbors there tell us that they heard a number of gunshots, a lot of them. And police tell us 16-year-old Zachary Dixon is the name of that young man who was shot, ultimately sent here to the hospital along with an innocent bystander after at least 2 men walked up and started shooting.
You wake up, you hear gunshots, you fall on the floor.
And Sabrina Jones and her neighbors tell me they heard too many to count.
Because it's terrible over here.
She showed us where one of those bullets went through the bumper of her pickup truck. Just feet away, what appeared to be a bullet casing. Police also searched the bed of Jones's truck looking for the shooters.
It's nonstop. So I hope they catch him.
Miami-Dade police got a call around 10:30 Thursday night about a teenager who'd been shot at this Northwest 24th Avenue apartment complex. Minutes later, they were dropping evidence markers, sorting out their crime scene. Detectives say the 16-year-old victim was shot in his hands, legs, and groin, then went running through the complex,
where he began asking for help.
One neighbor tells me she tried covering his wounds and called 911. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. That's where we met this woman.
It's a lot of violence going on. We need to stop.
Tanya Burns tells us her fiance, 55-year-old Brian Zachary, was also at the complex visiting a friend.
And just shots rang out.
Burns says her fiance was hit twice in the arm and in the rear end. Says he saw 2 men running away from the complex after the gunfire, then drove himself to the hospital.
I'm traumatized. I can't stop shaking. It's unbelievable.
A police canine was brought in, but no arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified.
I just wish you guys stop shooting guns and find something more productive to do with your lives.
As for that woman's fiance, that 55-year-old victim, we're told that he was supposed to have surgery this morning, but he's expected to recover. She tells us that he was awake and alert when she got here to the hospital this morning. As for that 16-year-old, at last check, he was in critical condition, and at this hour, that's the latest we have on him, but hopefully we'll be able to get an updated condition report and pass that along to you just the same. If you have any information about this shooting, you're encouraged to contact Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers. We're live here outside of Jackson Memorial Hospital. Laren Livingston, Local 10 News.